Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on Spline. And in this video we are going to make an introduction to Spline, to this software to work with 3D modeling as well as 3D presentations. And definitely you can do a lot of things with this software. This that I'm going to show you in this video. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. First link on the description. The complete course Spline is available. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn. It is a complete course with a lot of hours of content. Second link on the description, it is the website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software and have different information to this software on these channels. And second link on the description, it is like an online school. You have a lot of graphic courses and you can pick a course and learn any graphic software. So let's start with Spline. So this is the interface by default. The first thing that I'm going to do is to turn a little bit on my view and how is displayed the interface after to create a new document. Concretely, when you go on the left, this is as a construction tree. So we have the same number 1, and here by default we have one directional light, and every time when we add any object, the object will appear here. You can have access also to a library of assets corresponding to your project. So in your project, you can have material assets, color asset, image asset, media asset, and audio assets as well. If I just come back here on this area, you will be able to have different tools of conception. So you can create different type of primitive, for example, different type of shape, but you can also add camera and you can add different type of light. When you go on the right here, this is environment, so you have panels to manage the environment, but if you select an object, this panel will be replaced by the options of the object. So concretely, let's take a look. Here on this area, you can, for example, create a cube. So I will click here and I will create a cube and I will go left click here and I will start with my cube. So a cube will appear here, as you can see on the construction tree on the left. If you want to navigate in your space of work, you can use the scroll wheel to zoom in, zoom out. You can also click on the scroll wheel if you want to dragging and moving like this. And when you press shift and click on the scroll wheel, you can turn around like this. So you can turn around like this. You have also the two types of view, orthographic and perspective here. So most of the time we will work on orthographic and see with the perspective view. And you can also select the different axes if you want to have a specific view, just like this. You will be able to see your scene. When you click here, you can have access to the preview options in this area. And when you go left click, you can turn around your models. When I click here, when I select my cube, I will have different type of options. I will make a video after how you can create more in detail this type of shapes. And on this area, you can define, for example, a size. If I want to define something like 400, I can define 400, 300. And if here I want 600, I can type 600. I will be able to define some corner value as well and corner size. You can also use smooth and edit, and you have access to different options. So it means you can extrude faces. You can also create a selection of face, edge, or vertex, and you can adjust. So you have a edit mode, you have object mode and an edit mode as well. When I go here on the right, you will have multiple type of options. So it means you have this element to, for example, move here. You can also click here to scale and you can rotate as well. You will have access also to a library of template. When you click here, you can have templates and you have a lot of type of category. If, for example, I want a table, I will click on home here and I have different type of models. And if I want to integrate models, like I have, for example, this table, I will double click and the table will appear on this area. So concretely, this software, it's not a pure 3D modeling software. It is a software very versatile where you can do a lot of presentation, you can animate your presentation. If, for example, you know Adobe Dimension, it is a perfect alternative to Adobe Dimension, because it is a modeling software, but at the same time you can do a lot of things, like you can add particles, you can introduce your work, you can create animation, you can create transition, you can do a lot of things. I created this table here. I can do on plus and I can select template, and on the template I will define something like cosmetics, and I will use, for example, the pen bottles. And the pen bottles will appear here. I will scale the pen bottles with shift and I will click on this area. When you click out, you go on the right. You have the possibility to have access to the option of the environment, and here you can snap to the grid and snap to object. I will select snap to object and I will click on this view. I will scale a little bit with shift and I will be able to place my element and snap here because I have snap to object. I will scale a little bit more. I will turn around on my view and I will select the pump element. And I will dragging and moving and tap these ones here. You will have also the possibility, when you click here, you have multiple objects that you can add, and I will add, for example, a teapot. So I will double click on the teapot and I will click here to scale the teapot. Oops, it's not the teapot that I'm scaling. The teapot is here, and I will scale pressing shift and I will move the teapot on the top. I will select this view and I will adjust the position of the teapot. We can snap directly to the table and I will place the teapot here. I will turn around with my view and place the element here. You have, if I move a little bit this one and I select, for example, the teapot, you have multiple type of materials. So you can add materials and many type of options. So concretely here, I can change the color. So I can switch for a color for this teapot. Maybe let's just create something in gray. And if you select here about the materials option, you can add materials with multiple elements, multiple layers of your materials, like for example a normals, a gradient, a noise, Fresnel, rainbow, tone, and more options. If you want to display the view, you can just click here, and as you can see, you can have access to your view just like this. So if you want to put an image, for example, on the pump or anything like this, it's possible. So you can create a graphic and put this graphic on an element to create a presentation, for example. So this is why it's pretty convenient. All this setting the environment. So what does it mean? It means that here we have the construction tree. We can see all the elements. When you click on an element, you can go right click, you will have different type of option. You can also create a component, you can group, you can ungroup. And if I want to set the environment, how I can do? I can go left click here, I can go on the options on the right, and on the right, for example, I can define a background color. And I can switch for a different background color, just like this. Maybe I can select this one. If I want to remove the grid, I will continue a little bit, and you have the global settings with the grid options, and I can click here and I can select off. At the same time, I will have access to all the material offsets that I have. So when you add an object from the library, for example, automatically you have a material created. And you can edit this material as well. For example, this is a material of the table, and I can click here, and if I want to adjust the color, I can adjust the color of my table using this option. I would like to make something a little bit more drawn. And as you can see, if you set the environment option, you can click, for example, on the light, and you can increase the intensity of the ambient light, but you have also light by default here. So this is a directional light. You can also add more light to introduce your work here. You have, for example, a spotlight. If I come back to the directional light, this directional light, I can adjust the position. You can see the shadow is going to move. And when I click on the light, I will have access to the options on the right, and I can define the size of the light. I can define some blur value, and you can see that in the shadows here. And you can work with the penumbra as well. You can also increase the intensity of the light here. So by default, you have ambient light, but you can have also the light that you have, and you have multiple type of options. And when I click here, you can introduce your work, as you can see, in a pretty fast way, just like this. You will be able also to create interaction and animate different elements together. I'm not going to show you this in this video, but you can animate the element together. So it is a perfect way to search something like Adobe Dimensions and something for free, because this software is free, at least the main features are free, but you have also a paid version if you want to have access to, it's not really more features, it's more document. But for the rest, all the features like this, you can create for free. So that's it. This is how you can start with Spline software. Definitely very great software. I can switch to the perspective view and you can do a lot of things here. For example, when you go on the right, you have the simulation and you can create simulation. So it means you can create a sphere and the sphere will fall, for example, on the floor, and you can interact between the elements together. We're going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to this YouTube channels. First link on the description, the complete course Spline 3D is available. So if you want to learn this software, starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn. It is a complete course to perfectly master Spline 3D, to create 3D models, but also to create presentation. Second link on the description, the website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software on this YouTube channel and have different information. And second link on the description, it is like online school. You can pick a course and learn any graphic software. For next video, see you. Ciao, ciao.